And staying with the football club, victory at Sunderland on Sunday meant Leicester City qualified for the Champions League. Now, if they win the trophy, they could pick up a cheque for £35 million. And that's even before they get a slice of the television rights.
As our business correspondent Mark Goff reports, success on the pitch could bring massive success and cash to businesses and the economy of Leicester and Leicestershire.
It's the biggest prize in European football. But even before a ball has been kicked, Leicester City FC and the city of Leicester can begin totting up how much money they'll get from Champions League football. The beautiful game is a serious game of serious cash.
I think we're talking significant sums of money for a club that participates in the UEFA Champions League, particularly in the group stages. In 2014-15, the English clubs earned between €35 million and €45 million purely in UEFA distributions. So that's around £25 million to £35 million.
The amount of money Leicester City will get for playing in each round is huge. In the group stage, they'll get €1.5 million for a win, or £500,000 if they draw. If they get through to the last 16, then it's €5.5 million for each game. In the quarterfinals, it's €6 million, €7 million if they progress to the semis, and if they win the final, they'll take home €15 million. But even if they don't, they'll get $10.5 million for being runners-up. Then there are the TV rights. UEFA will divvy up €482 million between all the clubs. How much each will get is calculated on how valuable the television market is in the team's home country and on how well they did in the domestic season, which led them to the Champions League. Leicester City can expect a big cheque.
Last year, Liverpool earned around €35 million for their participation only to the group stages. They then earned further revenue from their participation in the UEFA Europa League. Manchester City last season were the largest earner from UEFA Champions League distributions, and they received around €45 million, and they participated in the round of 16, so that's one match further than the group stages.
And what about the city of Leicester itself? Well, there'll be an influx of foreign fans, so shops, hotels, restaurants and bars can expect to do more business. And big business, keen to bask in the success of the club, may think that coming to Leicester is just the ticket.
I'm Dr. David Webber, and I research the cultural effects of English football. This is a really interesting case because you think about the way in which Leicester play and you think about the crowd itself. It's a really intense style of play that Ranieri's got them playing, but also the fans as well. It's like a cauldron of noise, and that high energy, that high tempo which Leicester and the fans support the team with. If I was a business, I'd be looking at that and saying, oh, I kind of want to be there. I want to locate my business there. I want to kind of get into that and capture some of that energy and some of that real sort of vigour about the place.
I think there is undoubted benefits to the local economy. You'll see an increase in hotel occupancy and local restaurants and pubs and bars.
When Swansea were promoted to the Premier League, interestingly, both their universities saw a rise in university applications.
Then there's the Richard III factor. The city knows just how valuable worldwide fame can be in attracting thousands of visitors, whether you're a king or a football team. And the reburial of the king brought in a princely sum.
Early estimates of the impact of the Richard III reinterment show that it could be £50 or £60 million to Leicester's economy. We've had just about as many media and television crews here for the football club as we have for Richard, and it's all very good news for Leicester and its profile.
And what about this? On the day Richard III was reinterred last March, Leicester City were bottom of the Premier League. The very next game, they won, with a goal from another king, Andy King. And since then, they've won 28 out of 42 games. Now all they need to do is win the games in Europe. Mark Goff, ITV News, Leicester.